Hi, welcome to today's reading. So today is picking up an energy about synchronicities, particularly the numbers 222, or it might be 2222, or just number 2 in general. It's been sort of around, and there's also been something about particular music as well. Not a particular song, but I've just been picking up on this energy of music that perhaps is sparking memories for you, that's making you, reminding you of something. It could be from your childhood, it could be from your past. So I just feel like I wanted to do a reading about what these synchronicities are talking about right now. So let's have a look. So if you've been seeing that sequence of numbers, it might even be 1111 as well, actually. But definitely the 222, so like 222. If that resonates with you, and also music that's sparking memories in you as well, then this reading could potentially be for you. So let's see what room we are working with. This came out the other day as well. We have Athala. So this is a time where I've got this feeling of excitement. There's a new beginning, new opportunities come in, and Perthro it's almost like a force of energy that is guiding you to really go for it, take a chance. So if you are holding back on stepping out of your comfort zone here, it's kind of guiding you that now would be a really good time to step out of that comfort zone. So if you are worried about doing that, just know that this is a good time, okay? Some of you may have need to know that. Do not hold back on this energy. You don't want this door to close on you. And this reading is here to tell you that it is time to step out of that comfort zone. Take that chance. What's been on your mind right now? This is why you are getting all of these synchronicities and things that are particularly related to you. It's a bit like, if you go scrolling through TikTok or YouTube and things like that, and there's music that comes up that's like, that relates to me. Think about what it relates to in your life, what it means. So potentially if it's things from when you were a child, it might be something about reaching out to a parent here, or somebody in your family. If it's songs that remind you of a previous relationship, it might be to reach out to somebody from a previous relationship, that kind of energy. And with the 222 portal, it's kind of I don't know why it's so profound at the moment, but it just seems to be everywhere. And I feel like that's related to some in the collective as well at the moment. I don't know why I held that up a second time there. I'm going to sit back again so you can see. I never quite get that right, do I? Okay, so let's see what is affecting this right now. What is affecting your energy in being able to step out and move forward? Okay. So we have Lagos here. So there's been a particular flow. I'm feeling there's been a particular flow of almost this could be a financial thing actually, where it's almost like your money is drifting away. Like you've had a lot kind of go. But for some of you, this might be where actually it's coming in. So there's a time of flow around this, and it's almost like, imagine there's a river here and there's streams coming off it, and you've managed to get into one of these streams and it's leading into the bigger river. That's where I feel you are right now. But until you jump into the stream, you're not going to match up with the river, and you are being guided towards an energy of flow. If you're having any dreams at the moment, try and watch what the actions are within the dreams, because I feel like that's got some kind of relevance to this as well. Water or being on water could be significant too, or being around water. So this could be potentially being near a river, being near a lake, or somebody that lives near those places, or a memory from that reminds you of something. I do feel for some that could actually be connected to a grandparent, actually, being near a river, or there's something about fishing or being out on a body of water with somebody that perhaps used to give you guidance, used to give you advice, or just was nice to talk to or be around. There's quite a nice energy coming from that. I feel like perhaps there is loved ones in spirit that are trying to guide you towards these opportunities right now. And they are kind of like, you need to take a chance here, you need to speak up, you need to get out of your comfort zone. Okay, so moving forward then, we have Yera. So this has been building for a while here. Yera kind of reminds me of the world sometimes. So this can be like where there's been a completion to something, there's joy here, it's like the harvest. There's a real like achievement to this. For some of you, I feel like this is actually relating to an opportunity to travel, to take yourself somewhere. Maybe there's been an opportunity for you to go somewhere and you're umming and ahhing whether to go or not. This is kind of telling you with Perthrow that, you know, you've come so far, you need to complete the cycle, you need to take that step. Don't back out of it for fear of how it's going to turn out or anything like that, or because there's something else maybe, or for comfort. You know, it's sort of like, well, actually it's easier to stay put than it is to go off and do this. Get that energy, take the reins, move and drive that energy forward is what I'm feeling on that for you. So let's see what the cards are telling us on this. So are we specifically talking, let's see what we're talking about on here. So let's see if we can get more clarity on actually what it is that you need to do to step out. I feel like I said that really loud then, sorry. Like I was shouting at you or something. So we've got the Six of Swords on here. So you definitely, I do feel some of you are going to go on some form of travel here. And like as we say, I mean, they're on water, they're on a boat. This is definitely something to do with a body of water. Maybe it's going traveling overseas. This is about an opportunity, I feel, that's coming for you. So for some, it might not be physically traveling. For some, it may be that actually you're opening up some of your psychic centers and you are doing a lot of work in the dream time. Maybe you're seeing people that you wouldn't normally see in the dream time. So perhaps you need to reach out to the people that are showing up in your dreams right now. But whatever's happening here, it's actually a transition. So it's like you are going through this that's going to help to bring you forward to a place, a different place, basically. It's like a space of, you've needed to recover from something here. You've needed to sort of like take some time to recover, to drive something forward. And like we were saying, it's, if you've been holding back from that for fear or because you're just feeling like you need rest, Spirit is guiding you to take a chance and step out of your comfort zone here. And that's what this 222 sort of energy is all about. Is like, this is actually going to be beneficial to you. It's an opportunity. It is going to be quite abundant. And we have with that the Emperor, which is that divine masculine energy. This is the energy of power, of action, of taking it. So I do feel like this, for some of you, this is like an internal journey. This is a journey of awakening within yourself your own personal power and finding out what that power is. But I feel like you perhaps don't really stand in your power very often, or you've been hiding from it, you've been avoiding it. And now is this time again. You know, the Emperor energy is all about that taking action and striving forward. I keep just getting that word completion. You've got to take this to completion now. Something feels unfinished. There's like unfinished business there. And that's almost like what this is kind of guiding you on here, is like, you know, you kind of, sometimes you feel like, oh, well, I just won't bother. I'll just stay in this zone because that's comfortable. But this is kind of like, no, it's time to step out, be uncomfortable for a little bit. And then, you know, you'll see a new path, a new way. It's going to awaken this divine masculine within you. So whether you're male or female, or whatever you decide that you are, the divine masculine is all about finding your power and the ability to take action, the ability to move things forward. Okay, so if you did step out of your comfort zone, what would that look like? Should we find out? What action are you going to take? We have the Three of Swords in reverse on here as well. So this is kind of like where, you know, this would normally be, I feel like this is a time of forgiveness. So perhaps there is something here about, I feel a lot of it is about forgiving yourself. Forgive yourself for what's happened in the past, because now it's time to move forward. You can't keep flogging yourself over and over for the same thing. If you feel there's some unfinished business with somebody else, maybe you don't feel that they forgive you, or they're not happy with you, that isn't actually on you. That is for that person to deal with themselves. You know, you aren't held accountable for how somebody else feels about you. You can't do that to yourself. This is a time for, you can only forgive yourself here in this situation. If you do feel like there is more to be said, maybe this is why Perthrow is showing up on here, then go ahead and say that, but you are not responsible for how somebody receives that. Okay, you do what you can do, and that is it. And when we know better, we do better. I'm going to bring that one out on there. And there is that energy as well of the Six of Cups, which is, you know, things in balance. So something needs to be brought into balance here, I feel. It's when we know better, we do better. And again, there's a lot of energy around holding the power here. And the power is with you as to what you do with this and how you go with this. Oh my God, I've got to stop doing it from the bottom of the pack, haven't I? I've got now Temperance on here. So this is coming into a time where, you know, somebody has been waiting patiently here. Somebody has been taking this time to sort of work things out, like figuring out what the purpose is of particular events that have been going on potentially. And I feel like because you kind of sat and spent a lot of time thinking about this now, and now all of a sudden there seems this urgency, this 222, all the songs, all the feelings, the thoughts, it's kind of thrown you into this like, well, I need to, there's unfinished things here I need to do, I need to get going on. I want to see what this card is that fell off. So we've got the Three of Wands here, which is quite a successful card actually, but again it does obtain that energy of like going traveling, taking a bold step forward, basically taking a move, making a move. And I do feel like this is being the leader of your own life. It's definitely got that energy, as we said before, about with the Six of Swords, you know, perhaps you do need to go traveling. We've got that Yera energy as well of completion. There is something to do with travel here for many of you, I feel. There's an opportunity to go and explore and do something that really kind of has always been in you to do, but for some reason you're feeling like sitting on the fence on this. And maybe it's because of this you feel like there's some, you're not able to forgive yourself for something, you're punishing yourself for something, and it's time to let go of that now, because it's holding you in a space that, yes, it might feel comfortable, but actually it's not helping you to grow, it's not allowing you to stay in that flow. And this flow is here to drive you into that river for you to gain the opportunities and the abundance that you're looking for. And it might not be, you know, when I say abundance, I don't mean like everybody's looking for wealth and, you know, all of that stuff. We've all got to sit in our castles. It's what you're looking for, I feel, is like peace and contentment, and you're struggling to find that within yourself. And that is the first place that you need to find it, because you're not going to find it in somebody else. Somebody else can only complement that for you. You can't look for it in people. This is what you've got to find through your own power, your own ability to lead yourself, to drive things forward. And there's an opportunity for you. And I feel for some of you, it is going actually physically traveling. For some of you, I feel it's actually reaching out to somebody within your family or a relationship. And for some of you, I feel like it is going ahead and taking that next step in a career, you know, stepping up basically. So there's a card I feel is going to come out on this, and I just want to see if it does. So let's see what you look like stepping up. So your energy, when you step up. Okay, we have the Queen of Swords here. So, wow, this is like somebody who's very wise. It's a leadership. So this could be whether you're male or female. This is somebody, I feel, you've been on a journey for a while, and this is connected to Yera. You've been looking for the truth for some time. You've been on this journey trying to find the truth about yourself, truth about other people. My nose is really itchy, and I feel like somebody's going to be coming into some wealth here on a financial level. There's an energy of you have decided, and this is the journey that you're going on right now, you have decided to really play an integral part in your own life. You know, you've found a level of integrity, and it's a really, I keep saying bold, there's this energy of boldness and standing in your power, being heard, being seen, and allowing yourself to do that. I feel like there's been an air of bravado in a way for many of you. I hope that doesn't offend anybody, but what I mean is like you've got an air of confidence about you, but it's had insecurities beneath it which haven't set firm foundations. But now, through the energy of the opportunities that are coming forward for you, you're stepping into this Emperor power, which is very strong power that's enabling you to find that action, the ability to take action now and move it forward. Remember what we said, you know, if you're struggling here with forgiveness or feeling like somebody forgives you, it's not on you whether they do or not, yeah? It's not on you what's happened in your past, what's been going on that's blocked that flow for you previously, or made you feel like, well, I can't take a chance because nobody believes in me, or you know, why would anybody want to help me because I never help anybody else, that kind of thing. No, this is about you standing up, and actually when you do, I think you're going to start to realise just how much support you have around you. We talk about the flags are showing up on here, and there's something about red flags. I do feel like you feel that you carry red flags, or people think not very nicely about you, and maybe you've come from an energy of perhaps trying to get people to see you in a better light, but the way you've gone about that has potentially been trying to shade somebody else's light. Not saying that you are, you know, going around gossiping about people, but trying to make yourself feel more important, or, you know, like a good person. You kind of overcompensated there to try and get that message through. That will only resonate with some of you. That is not all of you. So please only take that if it resonates. A lot of these readings, it is about looking at the deeper aspects of ourselves, things that we can really look at as a mirror and see ourselves better. It's not about poking holes in ourselves and putting ourselves down. So like I say, coming back to that forgiveness, you need to find that forgiveness for yourself. And the way we go about things, and this is what you've learned, I feel, in this Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords energy, is the more you bring the energy in of, I am happy as I am, I'm happy with myself, all my flaws, all my positive qualities, I accept all of it. And I feel like you're coming into this energy. So like when you have stepped up and taken this opportunity, stepped out of your comfort zone, you're going to start to see that in yourself. And you are now creating that energy of that person who you really are. So let's just draw another card, or all of the cards. But we stopped on there on the Lovers, and this can be about choices. Sometimes it's not always about love, although it could be, from what I can see from the way the cards have all fallen out here. Geez, there's a lot to do with forgiveness, and I do feel like perhaps there is some love there that you're feeling, or that you would like. Perhaps you want to be loved, perhaps you would like to begin a new relationship. Again, we've got this idea of, I feel like you're torn between, so we've got Two of Wands here, and I feel like you're torn between staying put and reigniting something, or going and doing this journey by yourself. That's what it feels like. It's like you're torn between two different things, and you are very much in a space of kind of like, I don't want to say self-pity mode, but kind of feeling a bit like fed up with yourself, that kind of energy. And I feel like maybe you have run away from things in the past. So we've got the Seven of Swords in reverse here. I feel like perhaps you have stepped away from things in the past, but this is about you actually wanting to come forward now. So like normally when that's that way up, this would be somebody that's kind of like wants to be on their own, is running away from something, doesn't want to communicate. Whereas this way around, it's more about communication. So I do feel like you're coming into a space of feeling in your power to be able to communicate. And I feel for some of you, that might be to ask for something, some help that you need. For others, it might be to actually say, yeah, I'm going to go and do this. Yeah, and for others, it's communicating with somebody that perhaps is important to you. We have an element of recovery here as well. So we've got the Four of Swords. There's a feeling of you're preparing for something, but it feels like you've been wounded before. You've had your heart broken before, as we know, and you are coming into a time now of being able to forgive yourself for whatever it was that's gone on in the past. You know, you've got to allow yourself this self-care, this self-love, allow yourself to recover. You know, because your needs are important. We've got Temperance come out again. Now, we do have the Ace of Swords. So there's a restless energy here, and Temperance came out with it as well. So there's a little element of impatience, I feel, with this. Now, you've learned a lot, I feel, over this period of time. I feel like this has potentially been over maybe the past couple of months. You have learned a lot about yourself. You have really had your eyes opened about certain aspects of yourself that are potentially holding you back through your life. And you've got to this point now where it's like, right, you know, you're seeing all these signs, you're seeing all these synchronicities. It's time to actually step forward. This can also represent somebody that is taking on study. So you're kind of like bringing into yourself, like you're learning a lot. Maybe you're listening to a lot of podcasts, maybe you're reading some books, maybe you are going on some courses. You're really trying to figure things out in a very mental kind of way. But there is an element of, I feel like there's been a little bit of, you're getting impatient now with sort of, you know, well, I've done all of this work, I've done all this stuff on myself, but there's still this element of wanting to sit in your comfort zone. It's time to really get yourself out there. You know, stop trying to stick with what you already know. It's time to move it forward, drive it forward to where you can. Now we have the Seven of Pentacles on here, which I feel was in the reverse. So this is kind of like you're struggling to feel like you've earned this, is what I'm getting. It's like somebody that feels like, you know, you've still got a few defenses up around this. And there's a lack of direction here. Like we said with the Two of Wands, I feel like you're still struggling to decide on a direction at this point. And unfortunately, without choosing a direction, things are going to be stuck as they are. So for you, with this taking a chance, there's opportunities that are arising here for you, or whatever you're feeling would be a bold move, a challenging move, something that perhaps excites you but also scares you at the same time, that is the one to go for. This life is here for us to have experience, to explore, to do more. If you're going to sit there in your wounded self and, just sitting in this Four of Cups energy, it's going to hold you in a space that's just feeling so, well, it's like just being on your own, really, in your own thoughts, in your own emotions, not really moving forward, not really doing anything. It's going to really affect your flow in how you move forward on this. So it's time to get out there. It's time for you to start reaping those rewards of all of your hard work and your efforts. So I'm going to leave that reading there for you. I'd love to know how this resonates with you. So please do like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and let me know what your adventure brings for you. Have a blessed day.